Let's get started creating your platformer video game. Pause this video and rewind as necessary as you work through the step-by-step instructions. The first thing we need to do is to go to the class website and download the project files. Go to Units, Platformer, scroll down to the Materials section, and right-click Save Link As on the Platformer project files. You're going to want to save these on your flash drive, in Colstock, Game Dev, then click Save. In the lower left-hand corner, if you're using Chrome, you'll see the project files downloading. You're going to click the little arrow to the right to Show in Folder. Right-click on the platformer.zip and choose Extract All. Make sure you're extracting it to Colstock Game Dev, just Colstock Game Dev. Then press Extract. Now on your flash drive, you're going to have Colstock folder, Game Dev folder, and underneath that, Platformer. Underneath that, Media. Should look something like this. Cool. Now go to your desktop and launch Construct 2. There should be a little icon, looks like a gear. We're going to create a new project, File, New empty project, and then select Open. Before we go any further, let's save our project. You're going to go to File, Save as Single File, go to your flash drive, under Colstock, Game Dev, Platformer, and you're going to name your project Platformer, capital P, L-A-T-F-O-R-M-E-R, and then click Save. While working in Construct 2, we're going to be dealing primarily in two tabs. One is called Projects and one is called Layers. So I'm going to arrange those, make them easier for me. Projects and Layers. Go to the Projects tab, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to rename our project. This is going to help us keep it straight. Right-click, Rename, and you're going to call that Platformer. Our games consist of a lot of things, but primarily they consist of layouts, and every layout has what's called an event sheet. Rename Layout 1 to Game, and rename Event Sheet 1 to Game Sheet. Every layout has its own, what we call code sheet, that goes with it. We want to make that clear here by naming things logically. On the left side of the screen, you'll normally see Properties. Make sure Platformer is selected, and we're going to change some of the properties. We're going to change the ID to edu.colstock.platformer. We're going to change the first layout under Project Settings to be our game layout. We're going to adjust the window size of our project to be 800 by 480. Under Configuration Settings, we're going to make two changes. Our preview browser is going to be Chrome, and downscaling is going to be high quality. Save often. Go back to the Projects tab and choose the game layout. We want to change some of its properties. Go back to the left where you normally will find your Properties window, and we're going to change the size of our layout to 2000 by 480. We're going to change the margins of our layout to 800 by 480. And remember to save. Now we're going to take our first look at our Layers tab. Games consist of multiple layouts And every layout consists of layers. I'm going to right click where it says layer 0, and we're going to call this background, the capital B. Then we're going to go over to the properties for the background, and we're going to change the background color. Go to Other, Custom, and enter in the following. For the red channel, 208, for the green channel, 244, and for the blue channel, 247. Should look like a baby blue. And press OK. Okay, now we need to enable our grid. There's a grid that you can use that's very helpful when creating games. You're going to click Snap to Grid and Show Grid, and then you're going to try to change the grid width and grid height to 70 each. This can be a little frustrating at times. What you need to do is change the values, click on your layout, then come back and keep messing with them till you can get your grid to be 70 by 70. If you need any help, come grab me. Awesome. Go back to your Projects tab. And now we're going to finally put something in our game. Right click where it says Object Types, Insert, New Object, choose Sprite, and the name when inserted will be Cloud with a capital C. Click somewhere on the layout with the crosshair, open up the folder, and navigate to the Colstock Game Dev Platformer Media Directory and choose lowercase cloud.png. That is the sprite that we're using for our cloud. Close that, and there you are. You have a cloud on your background layout. We can create multiple clouds now by Control, Drag, Releasing. Control, Drag, Release. Let's make, let's say, about 10 clouds. As you can see, they snap to this grid. There we are. Now it's time to lock the layer we are working on. We're not going to make any more changes to our background layer, so we're going to lock it by pressing on the lock icon. Let's save the project, and now we can run it by choosing Run Layout. Looks like the little play button. It should launch your browser, and as you can see, this is your game so far. Not very exciting yet, but you're well on your way to learning how to use Construct 2. Great job.